Well, an error happened, and it canceled on me. Let's do it again. Kathy. Howdy, y'all. Actually, this is not going to be a second verse, same as the first, because the first one, nobody even said nothing. Not even me. By the way, happy March 30th. This is just another Wednesday tailgate. 2 people in already. All right. I've got my cigar holder ready to go. Howdy, Sharon. Great to see you. And Piper on the 45. And of course, Steve and Miss Kathy. Howdy. Welcome. Glad to have all of y'all here. Remember, this gets a little crazy. No specific rules on anything. We'll talk about anything and everything. I do have a few things we're going to have to bring up a couple of times during this tailgate. 1, people, remember, if y'all are going to order something from somebody, one of these people that makes great things, I'm going to ask y'all to A, make sure to get in touch with those people, and B, I'm pretty sure she means good evening to everybody, but thanks. I'm kind of a heavy guy, so I'm okay with the heavy body thing. Oh, man. Steve, I'm not sure that there is such a thing as a hat that I don't like, as long as it's kind of a ball cap. I do like a good ball cap. I've got quite a few. They've all been used heavily. Part of the reason why I don't get rid of any of my hats is because, well, let's just say I'm not sure you can clean the funk out of them after I've worn them for a while. No big deal. I am going to show y'all a picture or two. One is this one right here. Let's see if we can't get this to blow up a little bit. This is what I call catnapping. The other day I was laying on the couch. The cat in question happens to be the one that I call Harry Potter. Podder. Howdy, Bob. Great to see you, sir. He's a tripod. You can't really tell because he still has all 4 legs, but the one that's laying on my chest, that you can tell is laying on my chest, it was shattered by a BB gun. Anyways, one of the things that I try to do to get him, like, to really be socially acceptable for people is I try to socialize him. All right, sure, I know it's mostly to me. That's not really social, right? Thank you, Sharon. He is quite a good-looking cat. Anyways, we have found that he likes people, does not like other animals. Which is unfortunate because we've still got 3 cats other than him. little bit difficult to get him in the mood to deal with other cats. Well, when he was put out astray, other cats, I guess, picked on him. And he was still kind of young. I don't know who brought him to the neighborhood, but he found my house. And he was taking care of the rats and mice, wood rats, and the mice in the backyard. And he'd disappear for a few days, and then he'd show back up. Good cat, though. Likes belly rubs, long walks on the beach. No walks on the beach. I'm just screwing with y'all when I said that. But that's the one that if anybody heard me say, y'all just missed one hell of a cat fight, it was not a problem, Bob. Take care, take time, do not worry. If you can't make it back, just be prepared that Nashville Mafia will be on later. Though I will say you're going to miss some things, because the show must go on, more or less. Let's remind ourselves, this is not a show. This is a tailgate. Y'all want a show, y'all got to show up for Friday. This Friday. Only show I do all year. Everything else is tailgate, I promise. I'm putting on a show. And sure enough, I think some of y'all are going to enjoy it. I'm going to be in pain. Cat wants in. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Yeah, the one that got into the fight with Harry Tripoder. His name's Trump. Himalayan. Big furry beast. Oh my God. So much hair. I do not think Harry did much more than just rake loose hair out of Trump. There was hair everywhere. Howdy, Horatio. Great to see you, sir. I mean it. There was hair everywhere. It was crazy. Anyways, Tripod, he's got a nick on one ear, a nick on another ear, and maybe a little bit of a scratch at the back of his neck from where Trump got him. Trump, I think he was just scared because suddenly Harry jumped at him off of the couch and tried to get all up into his business, and that turned into it was a cat fight. If you've seen one cat fight, you've seen them all, basically. But, wow. Yeah. Little fluffy bits of hair everywhere. That was fun. Now, I'm going to speak to y'all guys who are Navy guys. If there are any Navy guys. There better be some Navy guys. I'm telling you, there better be some Navy guys. All of our friend, Mr. James Stumbo, has made a cigar holder in navy blue with the United States Navy symbol. It is, in my opinion, absolutely beautiful. It is just like this. I use this on a regular basis. Very easy to clean. Holds a cigar well. Holds all the ashes. Even when it gets a little windy, it's deep enough that ashes aren't just blowing, but it's small enough that you're not like, great, I got this big old huge ashtray. So it fits into a pocket. You can take it with you. It goes anywhere you need it to. They're great. Trust me on this. Great. Now, the person who asked for the Navy cigar holder didn't get in touch with James. So James went ahead and made it. And now he's got it made. And he can't figure out who wants it. And, well, as James would tell anybody, I'm not going to track you down. James is nicer than me. I'd track your ass down. That's all there is to it. I'm coming to find you. No, not really. Anyways, James told me, hey, look, I've got this cigar holder with the Navy. $15 plus shipping and handling. Now, I don't know shipping and handling. I don't know the rates for shipping and handling. I will tell you that it's not going to be super expensive. There's another person to show it to. So, Mark, TPI, howdy, sir. And I'm going to make sure to show this again. Here we go. Here we go. We have a United States Navy cigar holder that James Stumbo made. So it's the same exact thing as this one right here, except for it's in blue, and it's freaking awesome. I mean, seriously, if I was Navy, I was born Navy. So there's some thoughts there. Maybe I want to. Now, I am going to tell y'all, he said it's $15 plus shipping and handling. I don't know how much that is. It's going to be around $20-ish total. All. Now, I said 20-ish. If you know how to get in touch with James Stumbo, you need to get in touch with James Stumbo. This is not going to last long. And I'm going to tell you as serious as I can. If it's still available, I get a job, I'm buying it. I got somebody I'm going to send it to. But I bet I could just order another one. You can get the first, the A1 number 1 0. There it is. Nobody's going to have one before you do. You can tell everybody, I got the first one ever. There might be thousands of these things floating around by the end of the time that I get done trying to shove these things in people's faces. But oh, and if I get the job at that tobacco shop that sells cigars, you better believe this is going with me on a regular basis. That way I can always set down my cigar on my cigar holder. And if somebody wants to say, hey, how much is that? Well, I can send them towards James. Remember, James is not talking about trying to make a ton of money on this stuff. And the money that he is making on it, it's all going to his girl who's in college. And if you think college ain't expensive, look it up. Those books are freaking ridiculous. Labs, $300 for a lab that comes on a DVD. Stupid prices. Just to make sure that you're smart. Okay, I will admit, I should have went to some college myself. Maybe gotten a little better educated. Howdy, Jose. Great to see you, sir. Jose, by the way, not sure if you're a Navy guy, but I think maybe you might have been. James Stumbo has this for sale, and I don't want anybody to miss out. If y'all want the James Stumbo cigar holder, which is exactly like this, okay? It's exactly like this. If you need to know what size it is, go grab a Savinelli 320. It fits right in there perfectly. Upside down, but it fits in there perfectly. And I'm telling you, if nobody else, if it's still available and I get a job, it won't be available. And then you're going to have to be putting in the special orders. And you're going to have to be waiting all the time for him to get around to getting it made. Howdy, Cliff Higgins. Great to see you, sir. Now, Cliff, I know, was not in the Navy. He was a dentist. After spending all that time in West Memphis knocking teeth out, he decided, might as well get paid for it. Just saying. How's it going, Cliff? Great to see you, sir. By the way, in case y'all are wondering, what is this funky cigar I'm going to be smoking? It is a Romeo 505, Nicaragua. A little bit spicy. Got some great flavor. I'm going to tell you, you're probably going to like it. But it is a box pressed. And I suggest the Toro. The Robusto's good, don't get me wrong. The Churchill is good, don't get me wrong. But of the three sizes, I found that the Toro held up the best out of what was available. Cliff, if you're getting rain from what came through Houston earlier today, y'all better be prepared, because it was Johnny come a flood for a minute. I had water out in the street, up over the curb there for a minute, which means it was raining pretty damn hard. And make sure you keep those damn chickens away from that avian flu. How are we supposed to get more pickled eggs if you lose your flock? Just saying. Howdy, Derek. Great to see you. Oh, and Cliff, if you really, really need to get rid of your chickens, I've got a cat. He might only have 3 really working legs, but he does a pretty good number with those 3 legs. Of course, to ship him to you, I'd have to actually drive him up there. Well, Cliff, all my cats kick ass. I mean, one's named Trump. Okay, that's because he looked like Trump's hairpiece. When he first come up, he was blonde like Trump's hairpiece, and now with some good feeding and all of that, he's a bit darker than he used to be. And come to find out, he's actually just a big chicken, so I'm pretty sure that if you're trying to get rid of your flock, he would not be a good candidate. Though he would lay around and watch them, and he would probably like it if you killed a few and fed him chicken, but that's a different story. And Derek, if you're about to get hit with those storms that came through here earlier today, yeah, just keep your head on a swivel, high and dry. And I'm going to tell you right now, that it was dropping lightning and thunder all over the place, and it was coming down. It was coming down hard. Damn, Steve, that's good information. Howdy, Everett Young. Great to see you, sir. Definitely good to see you. In case y'all are wondering about the beer, it's warm out here. There's times where just a nice cold beer is just the right thing to cure that extra heat that's pounding Houston right now. Ooh, Smoky Pipes had a small Samuel Gwaith drop. Very nice. Okay, so somebody's listening to... Alright, 45, you take care, and hopefully you're not losing power at your house. We'll pray for you either way. Oh, God, I haven't heard it called Wobble Pop in years. Thanks for that memory, Mark. I appreciate it. Oh, that's right. Remember, today, later, probably we will definitely see Curmudgeon on the Nashville Mafia. He does tend to make a show of it. By the way, special thanks to Steve and Miss Kathy, and another special thanks to Mr. James Stumbo. Y'all see that little pinch of tobacco? That is all that is left of McSwine's Resurrection. The one that has the orange peel blended in. So tasty. But I felt like having something different. Something not just a straight English. And I was looking at all my stuff, and I was, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, thinking, hey, what can I have? And there it was. Hand fell on McSwine's Resurrection, and I was like, oh, hell. Yeah. We're doing that. And if y'all didn't get any, I feel bad for you because it was tasty. So any other comings and goings that y'all need to tell me about? Go ahead, throw it out there. Anybody got a GAW that they're interested in about to get into or wants to spread the word? This is the perfect forum for that. Y'all can always change the course of the whole conversation just by putting in the comments and saying, hey, this is what we really need to talk about is this. And we're going to talk about it. One way or the other. I promise. I mean, yeah, if you want to talk about certain things, we'll probably have to make a singular privatized video about it, but that's a different story. I mean, certain things will get you banned from YouTube. Not exactly my fault. Certain rules out there. Oh, by the way, yes, that cigar is bent a little bit. I walked in with it in a pocket. Now, normally the pocket keeps it nice and safe, but as I walked in, my knee buckled and I stumbled into something, and gave it a little bit of a crimp, and I was like, damn it, that sucks. So I decided, let's not wait for it to dry out any farther. It was in perfect condition when I got it. Let's go ahead and smoke it today. Howdy, Andrew Sirigliano. Well, if they need to make a pill for something being bent, then I probably need to overdose on that shit, because I'm always bent about something. Just saying. Oh, Everett's got the cramps in the Peterson 999 Summer Edition. Very nice. B-Dog has a gaw, and it's a secret, but that's about all he's got to say about that. By the way, if you haven't been watching B-Dog, you've probably been missing out. And howdy, Jeff. Great to see you, sir. Now, real quick, again, I'm going to show this off again. And here we go. That is the bowl of a cigar holder. United States Navy. James Stumbo says it's available. There is the, for lack of better explanation, where the cigar rests. Yes, that does say Navy. Yes, it is the same size as this. Yes, these are really freaking awesome. And yes, if you want it, it's $15 plus shipping and handling. Which, be prepared for 20-ish. Might be a little more, might be a little less. I don't know. That depends upon the postal service. Not my fault. I don't set prices. Hell, you could ship a penny and it would cost you $3. Just saying. Mark, I am not sure what his email, well, actually, what his wife's email is, but I will hit him up on Messenger and let him know that you're at least partially interested. And B-Dog, telling you right now, these are great. Look, this is a Toro, okay? That's a Toro. It sits perfect. I've had Churchills in this. It still fits just fine. That bowl will hold a full cigar. Now, let me also remind y'all two things about cigars. One, it's the same thing, same type, same style as smoking a pipe. It's just easier to do on a live. I smoke pipes, I smoke cigars. And I'm going to tell you, I don't have much of a difference there, other than these are more expensive. But all this ash is great for pipe mud. Well, the easiest way to collect pipe mud from cigar ash is to have one of these little pipe holders where you can knock your ash off into it and away you go. So there it is. Look, testimonials. Cliff's got 3 of them. Steve and Kathy both have one. Everybody that tells you that they love them. Trust me on this. Nobody's lying about it. B-Dog, I'm telling you right now, if you want an Army one, I'm willing to bet that he could make you an Army one. I have thought about that my own self. But he does have this Navy one. It's available right now. And it is the A#1 first edition of a military one that he's made. And so if it's available right now and you want the first one, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to move on it. You're going to have to move on it quickly, though. According to this, Mark might want it. Oh, also, if it doesn't sell, I'm buying it for somebody else. I was born Navy. But that doesn't mean nothing, really. And yes, I could say I was born Navy. I was born in a Navy hospital in Oak Knoll, which is Oakland, California. Cat wants in again. Keeps going out the back door, keeps coming around and wanting in the front door. He ain't nothing if he ain't hard-headed. And he'll stare at the door. Like, just stare at it. I know it's going to open because I'm here. I'm just going to stare at it. And if I don't let him in soon enough, he'll try to whoop the shit out of me at night. Jump right up there on the bed and I will wake up to getting pawed. And he's kind of strong, so just saying. It's not exactly the most fun way to wake up, getting slapped by a cat. Oh God, I am sorry if anybody was wearing any kind of earbud devices. I forgot to put this thing on mute. I apologize about that. We're going to temporary mute. Okay, no more ding dings. I apologize. Howdy, Barton. Great to see you, sir. Yes, I might be King Dingaling, but I don't need to be dinging the hell out of people right here on the live show. Steve, you are not lying. Those cigar holders that they ship to y'all are fantastic. And the array of colors that they can come up with. Howdy, Robert. Great to see you, sir. Hopefully everything is going well for everybody who is here. Martin, I might have to talk to you at some point about what is a good location somewhere around Atlanta to live. It is possible that if my wife gets this job, that she was like the only candidate suggested to the company. Yeah, she's kind of a rock star in the community, but somebody that knows her in Finland told a buddy of his that has a company that does what Holly does. You might want to look this woman up. I know she's been kind of blackballed because of some places that she worked, but everybody who ever worked with her says she's a beast. You're not going to get anything better. But the problem with that is they might be thinking on closing the office in Houston, and if so, that means they're going to shift all of the Houston operations back to Atlanta. And I was thinking, God, I would hate to have to tailgate on Fridays from the Over a Pipe studio. I wouldn't. I just playing with you there, Martin. But no, I was serious. She was suggested to this guy from some guy in another company, and they called her up and said, "Hey, you need to come in and let us at least give you an interview." Cliff, Atlanta has nothing on Houston as far as traffic. Zero. I know, because I've gone through Atlanta. Uh-oh, Robert says, I'll be hanging out with Robert, too. Down at the lake. Cliff, it does sound like Boris twisted an arm. Except for it wasn't Boris. It was some guy named Tommy. I don't know who Tommy is. I've never met the guy. But I did teach Holly how to say good afternoon, or is it good evening, to Tommy if she ever has the chance to talk with him. And I'll teach her how to spell it at some point. I'm not sure how good an English typing computer is going to be at putting the right dots over the right A's. But it could get interesting. Mostly because there are certain phrases in Finnish that if you don't put the right dots in the right spots, it means something completely different. Completely different. I mean, Cliff, I'm just saying. Look, if my wife gets a job, one, they would have to come up with the right amount of money. Howdy, Odie. Great to see you, sir. Very, very good to see you. Now, in the last 10 minutes, I'm going to be showing that pipe or that cigar holder again. So, if y'all didn't see it enough the first couple of times, just remember I'm going to show it again. I can't guarantee it's still going to be there. But if you're a Navy guy, you want that damn thing. I'm telling you. And Odie, you might have to downgrade your bourbon for the evening to something that's not actually bourbon. You know, like Jack Daniels. Mostly because it's Curmudgeon's birthday. He tends to be a Jack Daniels kind of guy. Oh, Andrew, that sounds horrible. I have braved the cold my own self. Some of you have seen it. Okay, yes, I do look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with enough clothes on that I can barely bend my arms, kind of like the kid from A Christmas Story. Sure, I admit I don't deal with cold well. That would be my one and only issue that I would have to deal with if I ended up moving out to Atlanta. Don't know if it'll ever get hot enough in Hotlanta for this Houston boy. Mark, yes, definitely. Oh yeah, well, Robert, I know it gets colder in Atlanta than it does here in Houston because they get snow just about once a year. Whereas Houston gets snow about once, maybe twice a decade. I won't see another cold winter for another 5 years at least. Cardinals? Come on, Cardinals? Really? Oh, not a problem there, Mark. I appreciate it. It actually took me a lot of years to get used to hearing that and actually being able to say, yeah, I can accept it. I mean, it was very hard for me to accept for a long time, but that's because of the way I felt that the Army did me as I was leaving. Just bad temper. I know I have one. Senior discount. Uh-oh. Come on now. James, I do believe, I don't know if we have anybody from Space Force or from the Coast Guard. But I wouldn't be surprised if we have some Coast Guardies. Navy folks call them coasties. I don't know. Or coasters. But that's just something I said. Robert, I'm not going to melt in the summer. Trust me. Nobody from Houston is melting in the summer. All right, so B-Dog says he's Army. Desert Pine, yeah, Jim is definitely Air Force. I am not certain that we have any Marines, but I am not going to doubt it. There's a whole stack of Navy folks. Now, Marines would be red. Close as you could get to blood red, that would be about right. Either a olive drab or a I'm looking around for anything that might be the right color of green for Army. But yeah, definitely green for the Army. Air Force would be a lighter blue than the Navy. Some would say sky blue would work well. I'm not going to try and speak for Jim on that, but I will definitely ask him. I guess there is an Air Force blue, possibly. Huva Ilta, Boris. Great to see you, sir. Very, very good to see you, sir. As far as a green that works for Army, you could pretty much look at what Michigan State has had for the last couple of years. That would work. Or black would work well for Army. Their football team is black and gold. You really wanted to dress it up, you could do some that Marine Corps dress blues. That would look sharp. If you go by whatever their dress uniform is, anything you got close to that would pretty much work out. Yes, James, that seems to be pretty close to what I would suggest if that's where you were going. Yeah, pretty much. As long as it is still going to end up green and not exactly like black, then yes. Or heck, even if it did sort of come out black, it wouldn't be that bad of a thing for the Army. But again, that just goes back to their football team. Yes, hunter green, I believe, would work. God, there was I believe it's called British Racing Green, which is an actual color. I don't even know if that would work, but British Racing Green would work well. There's a lot of green that would work well for anybody in the Army. It just depends upon if they wanted to go darker or lighter, depending. Robert, that's correct. The correct green is called military green, but I doubt that they're actually making that in an epoxy coloring. And I'm not sure how well it would turn out. James, I'm going to tell you, there's going to be some people that are going to jump all over that because, surprisingly, there are a lot of military people or former military, retired military, right, James. See, that's where I was saying. I'm trying to name colors that I think you might be able to get as far as a pigment. Not because I'm trying to pick out anything. Oh yes, Army also had the black and gold PT uniforms. Pretty much, if you're going to do something where you might be getting your uniform mucked up or slightly destroyed, then it was black and gold. Or it was BDU, battle dress uniform. Derek says his were black and gray in his day. I think it changes by the season. Oh, good Lord, B-Dog, 37 years. Chew! That is a lot of time. Thank you, sir. Appreciate all of your sacrifice. Mine was a real quick little in and out, basically, compared to that. Just, I've got nothing but respect for you, sir. And James, trust me on this. As long as it's not like this and you're saying, oh, it's for Army. If it's into the darker shades of green, you're probably good. Now, I said in the last 10 minutes we would get into this, so I'm going to show it again. Here is the Navy. I'm going to make sure to give it enough time to show for everybody. There's the United States Navy symbol at the bottom of the bowl. And there is that. It's beautiful. If you want to call it a stem, a handle, this is literally where the cigar rest is. And it's like, oh, God. Yeah, Derek, I'm right there with you. And James Stumbo said it's $15 for that one, plus shipping and handling. And I'm telling you right now, if y'all haven't jumped all over this damn thing by the time I get a job, it is gone. So y'all better either hope that you can get your finances in order and get it gone, or when I buy it myself, it'll be gone. And I can guarantee where it's going, you'll never see it again. And I've also said, look, I've got a friend that is former Marine, and I'll be working with him, and I know I'm going to get one of those too. I have to have a job. Don't make me one, James. Don't make me one. I got to have a job first. You've already sent me too much stuff. You're freaking awesome. There's all there is to that. I can't tell you enough. And I want to be able to pay my own way. And I'm working on that. And it will happen. It will happen. And no, I'm not trying to let him get all the bugs out of making those on everybody else before he gets to mine. I already know how good they are. I'm going to get more. There's not even a question on it. I am going to get more. Oh, and James, by the way, I smoked I'm down to the last few little crumbs of McSwine's Resurrection. No, don't send me any more. Even if you could, which you said you couldn't, but even if you could, don't send me any more. That stuff is crazy addictive. I don't want to be that guy that is like, I'm hunting a unicorn to try and match that. But it was very good. I appreciated it so very much. I was pretty much having a good day today, and I decided I wanted something other than just my English blends. As I said before, I got the pipe that Steve and Miss Kathy sent to me. It's not been cleaned. I just finished smoking it not too very long before I went live. Not a problem, big dog. That was my way out of my shitty ass family. I'm not gonna lie on it. probably why I wanted to stay in. Even all the beat downs I could take in the Army still never were as bad as the beat downs I took at home. But hey, it set me up to go into working for Homeland Security. Yay. Not a problem, B-Dog. You take care. And I will not mention what you said earlier, but if you're not going to B-Dog's channel on a regular basis and you're not hanging out with him and you're not playing along, you are missing out. That's all I'm going to tell you. He's got things going on and you really, really want to go and pay attention to his channel. I would think sage green would be a little bit too gray. But, I mean, that's kind of close to an olive drab. I mean, kind of, I guess. Not a problem. I'll look at it as soon as this is off, and I'll get back with you. And that way I can tell you straight from my own opinion before I go over to Nashville Mafia. And if Willie and John don't like that, well, they're welcome to come to Houston. I suggest August. They don't stand a fighting chance in hell if they show up in August. One thing I love about Houston in August, it's like locals only. People who don't understand that much humidity and that much heat, they just go, oh God. By the way, Friday, there is not really a tailgate on Friday. I know, normally everything's a tailgate. The one show I do a year is April 1st. I do a show. And this year, I'm going to be eating the world's hottest chocolate bar. Now, I know that there's a lot of YouTube videos on this subject, and you can go watch them if you want to. Last year, for April 1st, I did the Death Nuts Challenge and failed. It was brutal. Robert, there sometimes is a breeze. If it's coming from the wrong direction, though, it's just horrible. Oh, there's a breeze. It's bringing more hot and wet straight to your ass. You will feel like you walked out of your house and straight into somebody's mouth. It'll be 98.6 degrees when you wake up. And it will get hotter all day. And there will still be just as much humidity as somebody going, howdy McFly, great to see you, sir. We are looking forward to seeing you on Friday. Hopefully your dad will let you watch part of my show so that he can tell you, don't do anything this guy does. I am not a good role model. And no, the stunts will not be for children or elderly or people with breathing conditions or heart conditions or have extreme sensitivity to peppers. One of these years I'm going to have to quit. But it won't be this year. Oh, yeah. Hey, McFly, about taking that line drive out there in center field. Good job, brother. Good job. And way to chunk it into second base, even though you were kind of hurting. That shows that you've got the right stuff, brother. Well, Steve, I thought about just having Holly with the ice bucket challenge to dump it on me. I could do the flash dance or splash dance or whatever thing, but that would be horrible for y'all to watch. Robert, if I die, I'm pretty certain that Holly's gonna pack it in with me when I go get cremated. That way I can have one last damn good smoke when I go. I'm not gonna die. It ain't gonna be fun, but I'm not gonna die. Oh, and yes, I know April Fool's jokes are supposed to be out there. This is not a joke. I'm actually going to be attempting to do the world's hottest chocolate bar challenge. Yeah, not in thongs. Not doing it in thongs. I am not sitting out in the front yard in a Speedo. Besides that, I only want y'all to be able to know how much color I changed from about the neck up. And I probably will be wearing a jacket later because I will probably be feeling like it's cold again. Now, for anybody who wants to joke and sit there and say that I'm a wimp and can't do it, remember, you're probably going to get mailed a toe of Satan, which is also 9 million Scovilles. But it's only a 5-minute challenge instead of a 12-minute challenge. Just saying. I will drop that gauntlet. Wham! And no, it's not going to be fun. I already know this. Phil didn't send it to me for it to be fun. He sent it to me for it to be funny for y'all to watch. Okay. Normal show will start at 3 p.m. Central Time. That is 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I will start the challenge at about 4 o'clock p.m. Central Time. That is 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and that is 2 o'clock on the West Coast. So I'll probably be turning red at, I don't know, 4:03? Robert, it's not stupid. Just man up and do it. And no, if you feel like I'm challenging you to some of these things, don't feel challenged. Just say, good Lord, that dude's stupid, and go on about your business. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose a few thousand brain cells, and that's fine. I have a few thousand to lose. And yes, I will be doing it live. There will not be any break in the camera. Or at least I hope the camera will not break away. Now, if YouTube cuts my stream for whatever reason and I have to restart it, I'll be restarting it as quickly as possible with as few interruptions as possible. And no, I will not be drinking anything to ease my pain if I have to restart. I'm going to do the best I can here. It's going to be a show. By the way, has anybody seen Nashville Mafia going live yet? How come I never get any of their notifications? If they are live, we need to get on over there. And yes, it's the one and only show I'm doing all year. Unless I do something for Pipe Week. If nobody wants to make fun of me and nobody gets shipped a toe of Satan, I might do that for Pipe Week. Uh-oh, Nashville Mafia is live. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been so much fun having y'all here. I really appreciate it. There is, y'all are awesome. That's all I can say about it. As per normal, remember, take care of yourselves. Do the best you can with that. And then take care of each other. And of course, you know, do the best you can with that. As far as it goes, remember, long lives, big bowls, and long ashes. Y'all take care. I will see you at Nashville Mafia Live channel here in just a minute. Thank y'all for being here, and bye for now. Sorry, KY, we will be back tomorrow though. Oh yeah. Talk to y'all later. Bye for now.